Right now, a special announcement. With a special partnership with a group, IEI, we started a program this year, and two of our superintendents are here to tell you a little bit more about the program. So it is my pleasure to introduce to you the superintendent of schools from Port Chester Union Free School District, Aurelia Henriquez, and the superintendent of the Schenectady City Schools, Anibal Soler.
I am Aurelia Lucia Rosa Pabon Henriquez, the very proud superintendent of Port Chester School District, and I am joined by my partner in this critical work, Anibal Soler, superintendent of Schenectady Schools. It is an absolute honor to stand before you today and speak about an initiative that is not only deeply personal to us, but also our collective obligation to see this work to fruition. I'm humbled to have the opportunity to address our commissioner, my esteemed superintendent colleagues, and all of our distinguished guests. To begin, I must acknowledge the significance of this moment. The mere fact that we are standing here signifies many barriers broken. As we're all aware, the number of people of color in leadership positions within the New York State education system is disappointingly low. And when we narrow it down to women of color, the percentage becomes even more disheartening. However, it's crucial to recognize that women make up over 70% of educators, and students of color make up more than 50% of our student populations. This stark disparity highlights our collective urgent need for action. I'd like to take a moment to express my gratitude to giants in this work: Dr. Lavelle Brown, Dr. Oliver Robinson, Dr. Lorna Lewis, Dr. Deborah Wortham, and Regina Armstrong. Their leadership and vision have paved the way for individuals like Anibal and myself to have a seat at the table. In particular, I want to thank Dr. Lewis for being a reflection of what is possible. Having women of color serve as our leaders, like our commissioner, presents a golden opportunity for us to reevaluate and reshape the pipeline from the classroom to the superintendent's seat. Today, I'm proud to announce our support for the launch of the New York State Leaders of Color for Education initiative. This initiative is a collaborative effort between the New York State Council of School Superintendents and the Institute for Education and Innovation. You see, it takes courage to turn the tide. Chuck and Doug, we thank you for your courage. Together, we aim to create a more inclusive and diverse educational leadership landscape. I implore each and every one of you today to join us in supporting this project. Let us approach this endeavor with passion and, dare I say, even a bit of prayer that we can change the narrative for generations to come. Our dream is to envision a day when at least half of this room is made up of diverse faces and of women holding top seats in education. By doing so, we will allow all children to see leadership through an inclusive lens and inspire them to aspire. Through the support of the New York State Leaders of Color for Education cohort, let us recognize the honor and responsibility we have to make a difference. Together, we can create a future where every child, regardless of their background, can see themselves as leaders. And so I conclude with some final questions to ponder. These questions are not intended to criticize or pass judgment, but rather to encourage self-reflection and inspire action. To my superintendent colleagues, how are you personally changing the narrative? When the time comes for you to leave your current position, who will replace you? Have you cultivated a leadership pipeline that includes individuals who bring diverse perspectives and backgrounds? As a superintendent, how do you ensure that diverse candidates and women have equal opportunities to reach your interview tables and the final stages of the hiring process? What have you done to contribute to inclusivity within your district? When your high school students leave your district, will they be prepared to work with diverse populations and individuals, or will it make them uncomfortable? Lastly, how will you make it your personal mission to go against the tide and champion diversity and inclusion? It takes courage and determination to challenge the norms and push for these changes. Will you commit yourselves, ladies and gentlemen, to this cause and lead by example? There are no more excuses. Let us embrace the mission, join us, get involved. We need you as our allies. Thank you.